Hi, this is Kim White with the My Sexy Business team. I have a crazy question to ask you this morning. But are you a third grader in a Hellcat? You know, a Hellcat is a super fast car. And if you are grown and you know how to drive a 6-speed, oh my goodness, a Hellcat is an amazing thing to drive. But you know, are you ready for a Hellcat? Are you ready for what you're asking for? Are you ready for the business, the idea that you dream about? Are you ready for it? Because just like a third grader is not ready to drive a Hellcat, they've got some learning to do. That can be us as adults as well. We have some learning to do about business, and we have some learning to do about getting those things that we are asking for. So what can you do if you're a third grader and you dream about driving a Hellcat? Well, you go to school. You go to whatever kind of class you need to go to get the skills, the abilities, the education that you need to drive a Hellcat. Now, do you just pop out and get in a Hellcat the first thing? No. You got to learn to drive. You've got to learn so many things. Now, does that mean you shouldn't try to drive a Hellcat? You shouldn't shoot for driving a Hellcat? Oh no, that's a great plan. But here's the thing. You got to know where you are. You got to know what you lack in your skills. You have to know where you need to go. So you make a plan. You take driver's ed, or you get some business classes under your belt. Now, I don't think you have to go to college and spend 8 years trying to learn about business. I think there are other ways you can learn about college as well, or about business. I think you can learn from hanging out with other business owners that are actually successful. I think you can learn from taking classes online like we teach. I think you can learn from a lot of people in your community. If you have someone in your community that's doing well, go ask them if you can just go hang out with them. You can learn a lot from hanging out with truly successful business owners. Hang out with ones that you think you want your life to look like. There's a lot of people that want to do what we do at the Sexy Business team, but you know, there's a lot of work that we do, and a lot of people don't want to do that work. But we'd like to drive Hellcats, and so we do the work. We have learned a lot of things so that we are able to do those things. You know, I only refer to a Hellcat because I just turned 50 this year, and a Hellcat is something that was on my radar to drive. I wanted to know how fast I could go in a Hellcat. Well, I drove a Hellcat this year, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But you know, if I didn't know how to drive a 6-speed, I couldn't have driven it. And if I didn't know how to accelerate and brake and do all the simple things that goes with driving a car, I couldn't have driven that Hellcat. So think about your business in terms of that Hellcat. Think about your business in terms of you need to learn how to do things that will give you the ability to drive that business that you're wanting to drive. This is Kim White with the My Sexy Business team. We're here to serve you. If you have questions, message us. Have a great day.